Hope my computer don't come on. Hi.
Hello, everyone who is joining. I know I seen
Hi.
a few people right at the beginning. So Keith came in early, and he's on a live right now. So hopefully he'll make it in. Thank you, Keith. Renee and Rob, thank you so much for joining. Ella, I'm gonna do a quick go through, but we got a lot of questions to to get through today.
Wonderful.
Junker, hello, hi, new friends, welcome. Connie is here. Hello, Connie. Thank you so much. Oh, I love your logo. I love the logo. Who else? Dan. Hey, Dan. You for some listening noise while I do some listing. Awesome. Thank you so much, Dan. We plan on talking a lot, or at least I plan on asking a lot of questions, and Regina hopefully plans on talking a lot. All right, Michael, hello. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. Looks like Topher is here. Hello.
What's up?
I'm going to let a few people kind of join in, but I know a lot of people know a little bit of the basics about you, Regina, kind of just a general. So if you want to just kind of start with a dive in of a little bit, hi, my name's Regina, and so forth,
Okay.
you can go ahead and do that while more people get in here.
Okay. Well, my name is Regina Michelle. I have my YouTube channel is Regina Michelle. I've been selling on eBay probably for about, well, just being a reseller period. I've been selling for about 10 years. I did start on Poshmark, and I started off selling clothing, and now I have ventured out into selling other things, and that's because I've been connected to this reseller community. When you see other people doing things, you kind of want to try different things. So that's what I've been doing. I've been on YouTube probably for about 8 months now. And I'm
Okay.
just sharing my journey here on YouTube. It's a great way for me to connect with people that's doing similar things that I do, and just connecting with people who have similar mindsets.
Yep. That's awesome. I didn't realize you'd been on YouTube for 8 months, because I think yours and Derek's show started like 6 months ago, right?
Yeah, probably about, I think it was April of last year. Well, probably a year now.
Y'all are going to have to do a big
Almost a year. Because I know
1 year
it started before
anniversary.
the pandemic.
Oh,
Yes. I came on YouTube a long time
yeah,
ago, but I was
that'd be
playing the
cool.
piano. So playing the
Okay.
piano and
Okay.
singing and mhm.
All right. So I'll get into some questions here a little bit more. Hello, Tommy. A pleasure as always. Thank you for coming in. Danny, welcome. I appreciate you being here. And we seen Connie telling everybody hi, showing love. Hi, Mary. I haven't seen you in a while. Hello. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. All right. So I'm going to kind of just jump in a little bit from the beginning, because when I think when I was introduced to y'all's channel, you guys were maybe 5 or 6. It was when Akil came on, Akil McLeod.
Yeah.
You put a clip of a conversation that y'all had, and I just assumed that you and Derek had been doing it for years. I mean, y'all were just like in sync. Y'all were really good. And right away, I went over. I was looking at Derek's channel. I found the show, and I was like, hey. And then I'd seen your name everywhere floating around. So I don't even know which one I found first, really, if I seen you first or Derek first. But when I came on the show, I really thought that y'all had been doing it for years. And I think I was like the 6th or 7th guest on there, along with Trisha. And
Yeah.
you guys already had a really good flow. So how did y'all start the show? I mean, I know y'all had a little bit just of a connection and wanted to go for it, but how did y'all really start the show?
It was very random for real. I was following Derek. I was real impressed with Derek's sales, and I was following, just trying to learn as much as I can from him. And then he just hit me up on the random. He was like, I'm thinking about doing a live. Would you be interested in, being on the live with me? I was like, well, sure. I didn't think he was for real. So I was like, sure, that'll be something good. And then he was like, like the next week, he was like, hey, I'm gonna hit you up Friday. We're gonna test this live up. I was like, oh my God, he is for real. So, so it started from there. We did our first live, and it was funny because my internet kept going out. My Wi-Fi was horrible with, but we made it through and just
Well,
been flowing ever since.
you found a really quick fix because I remember the first episode, it was a little sketchy, and Derek kept trying like to not laugh. I think he was just having a fun time, and there was a lag and everything. But the second episode, you were like, I mean, way much clearer. There was no lag. You sounded great, and I was like, man, she's a quick learner. So that was pretty good. That was a fast recovery.
Yes, and Derek is so good at what he does. You know, he has the gift
Mhm.
of gab, and he make you feel so comfortable. So I
Yeah.
just appreciate Derek because I could not do it without him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I think a really big thing. From the very beginning, you guys were both let's meet the community, not let's
Yes.
make money on YouTube or not let's get monetized. Or it was really like let's meet the community, let's learn some stuff because that was the whole concept, right? You were the part-time
Yes.
reseller and he was the full-time reseller.
Hmm.
And yeah, I really honestly thought y'all were brother and sister. Like, I really thought that y'all have just such a really good rapport, and it was like amazing. I think Harry
Yeah.
came in here. Let me say hello. Hi, Harry. If I miss anybody, guys, or if Regina, if we don't say hello, so sorry. I'm gonna try to catch in and out of the chat. If you have any questions, I'll definitely try to catch those. But few questions on very woman that take up any more time than we need to. So just assume that we see you and we say hello. The 4 R's,
Okay.
hi, I just saw you coming in. Charles, hello. Flipping Nostalgia, I appreciate you coming in. Okay, so I have a good list of questions here, but we kind of might change it up a little bit. So when
Okay.
you and Derek started, he kind of found you, hit you up out of nowhere, but how did y'all, or when did you, I guess specifically, feel like you were a part of a community or like a part of a family, like a reseller family? I hate to say like clique or anything like that, but when did you
Mhm.
really feel like this is a community and these are my friends, these are my people kind of thing?
Yeah. Before I connected with Derek, I had already been connecting with the community. I was always in Sumo Marcus. I
Marcus?
was always in his lives. And and it just they were very accepting. I just felt so connected and everybody would be in the chat together. Derek was in the chat together, all of us would be chatting together. And so when Derek hit me up, it just really made the connection even stronger with the community because I kept meeting so many resellers and just learning so much. So that really makes me feel connected, especially seeing, because you get to feel like people are part of the family when you see them come in the chat
Yeah.
so much and you chatting with them and learning so much. So it's just like a big family.
That's true. I think that's the exciting part. Like even just seeing, in here like repetitive names and people who I've watched their videos and I can put a face to it or we have some sort of thing in common.
Hmm.
It's kind of, yeah, it's like you go to a family reunion, but except it's with family that you like because you're choosing them.
Yes, yes.
Okay, well, so one thing that I really wanted to, why I even reached out to you and was like, you want to come on here, let's do a live, because I wanted to talk to you about your antique booth. So that's
Okay.
something that I've really been considering, thinking about, maybe even like a flea market booth. And
Hmm.
I really love your journey starting off. I know it's not like you've been doing it, for decades or anything, but I like seeing it. I like seeing the process. And since it's still kind of fresh or a little new for you, I really wanted to kind of get your input from the beginning, versus if you continue in the future and become like a professional and stuff, what the differences are. So, can you tell us a little bit about how and why you started with the antique booth and what made you go to find one?
Well, I went to this particular antique booth with my sister, and when I first went in, we were looking around at all the booths and how people decorated and all of their niches and styles that they had. And I'm a feeler, like I'm very discerning. Like I know when I like something and I know when I don't like it. So when I
Yeah.
was looking at all the booths and how everything was set up, I was already thinking in my mind, this is something I want to do. I'm already going
Okay.
to the thrift store all the time. I have all this inventory. I don't like shipping glass and big items. So I'm like, I can have this
Yeah.
booth and I can put all of my glass, my vintage items, and bigger, bulkier items into this booth. And so that's how it all started. And the booth was so cheap, it's like $121 a month. So
Oh
I was,
wow.
and another thing, I use that antique booth as storage also. Like, so I won't have to keep all these items in my, house, in my room. So it just works out, and I really like it. I drive like sales from Facebook Market. I put all of my the things that I'm selling in my booth. I can put it on Facebook Market, and I can direct people where to go to find it, because I don't like meeting people. So I'm like, hey, this item is at Irondale Pickers at booth 227, and they go pick it up.
Yeah. That
Mhm.
was one of the biggest things for me is the storage. So I'm sure you know, but if anybody else doesn't know, I have a storage unit specifically for unlisted
Mhm.
inventory, and you pay on that a month. And I think this last 2 months or whatever, it's increased a little bit. So I pay $85 a month for this storage unit. And it wastes me. It's not a waste for me. I'm not looking out of it. I forget about that stuff and I'm not really, watching it or anything. So I thought if I can get a booth of some sort where I can lock it up, my items will be safe and I can just leave them there, even paying 100, 150, maybe even $200 a month with potential chance of actually making money on that stuff would be a smarter investment. So based on what you pay a month, how are your profit levels, or how, do you feel that it works to really bring in sales from Facebook Marketplace? Has all of that turned into like a pretty good turnover for you?
Right now, I don't have a turnover because I'm still learning what people want when they go in.
Okay.
So I haven't had that. I've been making sales like it's 121 a month, and we pay 10% on our items also.
Okay.
So right now I'm not really making any money, but so like when I go in, I'm making sales. I have to pay $50. It depends on how much you've sold, but I
Yeah.
know I can do it. It's just a learning
I feel like that's a little.
right now. It's a learning curve for me.
That's exactly. I feel like you have to go in with a little bit of flexibility that you may not be profiting right away, but
Hmm.
the reward to it could be very nice because it could be a great solution for just another income for you. And even,
Yeah.
I mean, once you start to learn what people like, if you wanted to,
Hmm.
because I know you resell on eBay, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace. I mean, if
Hmm.
maybe you didn't have time to cross list or worry about one of those platforms anymore, you just have the booth, and that seems like a little bit easier once it gets up and running. So has
Yeah.
it been hard work as far as the time you need to put into looking for items for the booth, putting stuff in the booth, kind of building it up, or has it been a little bit like easy for the most part?
Well, initially it was easy because I already had the inventory in well, I call it my eBay room. It's just another bedroom down, unfinished room, but I already had so much in inventory. And while I was there, when I was moving in, this lady, she said, noticed that you're moving into your booth. I have a whole garage full of things that I just want to get rid of it. And you can have all of these items for $100. So I went and picked up a whole lot of inventory from her and filled up my booth. So the hardest thing for me is getting items, transporting the items to the booth.
Okay.
Because it's a lot of lifting, and the bigger items, then I have to call somebody and say, look, can I borrow your truck? Da, da, da. Can you help me do this? So I don't like that part. So that's a task for me, is getting help with the bigger items.
Yeah, that fortunately in Texas we all we all have trucks. So that
Yeah.
is something that, yeah, I did consider having, the straps and harnesses and everything to maneuver larger items, because I see a lot of good stuff out like that's large, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to ship it. I'm just not. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't have time. That's not my kind of life, is to stress over that extra stuff. But with the booth, yeah, just being able to kind of throw it in a truck or bed of a truck would be pretty simple. So that seems to be like your biggest challenge maybe right now.
Yes, it's the
Yeah.
getting the bigger items inside. But once I get to the antique booth, they have these dollies where you can just take
Oh,
everything
nice.
in, so
Yeah.
that's convenient.
Do you like the people there, the other vendors, and the?
Oh, I love the
Yeah.
people there. They are so friendly and helpful. Like I talk to people all the time and ask them how they're doing and what's selling and
Nice.
what's working for them, and they are just so good at giving advice.
Good. Well, that's good. I don't know, like, do you have an option to pay like for a year in advance to where you'd get a discounted rate, or would you do that? Do you think that you see yourself there in a year, or are you still kind of giving it a few months to test the waters?
I really feel like I can do it. So
Very
I'm
good.
just I am, like I said, it's still in the testing phase, but it's for me, I'm kind of like the person, like I'm so stubborn, I'm not gonna quit. I'm just gonna keep reinventing myself and seeing what
Yep.
works, because it's something inside of me that I know I want to do. So I'm not gonna quit, even though it may feel like, oh, you're not doing good this month. You might as well give up. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna
Yeah, that's
keep
just your
doing it
nature.
until yeah,
Yep.
find a solution and make it work.
So I'm going to just read a couple comments here. I know Tacoma Fines, he lives here in Texas. He actually lives like 10 minutes away from me, Michael. And there's a flea market called Bussey's. They're an outdoor flea market. Yeah, I think they're an outdoor flea market, and it's huge. Like, people sell all sorts of stuff. It's kind of like just a really big garage.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of that, especially outdoors right now. Now, I planned on doing a flea market booth a few months ago, but
Mhm.
with the pandemic and everything, it kind of put a little bit. There it is. I was searching for the comment. It kind of put a little bit of a hold on that, but and then Harry said, "Gen time for a booth." It would be nice. It would give me a good excuse to keep buying stuff.
Yeah.
I like this comment though that Connie said about smart storage. Yeah, and then even like directing people from Facebook, I would have never thought to utilize it like that for Facebook, or even if you do like OfferUp, Let Go. I stay away
Mhm.
from all those platforms because, yeah, I don't want to meet up with people. Like, to me,
Yeah.
it's not worth it. I'd rather just ship it. Even on Facebook Marketplace, I get a lot of people who are in San Antonio and they are ready to buy my stuff, but they want to meet up, and I just know
Mhm.
I just hold on to it. I'm fine. I mean, it's just a little too weird right now, especially
It
to just meet up
is.
with people.
I
Let me
can't
see.
do.
The 4 R's put a. I would not want to pay so much up in advance because in the business you don't want. Yeah, that's true. So why not a business? That's true, because unless, I guess, that the and what is it called? Is it an antique mall? Is that?
It's called the yeah, antique mall, but people sell everything. Like you said, like a flea market. They have purses, they have dishes. Everything's not antique. They they do a whole lot of things.
So that's true. I guess you never can really trust the business, and if they, 6 months sell it,
Yeah.
or management changes and then you don't like it anymore, that would be a big risk. I feel. Topher
Yeah.
in here, the hella weird. Yep, that's true. That's
They
true, Topher.
are.
All right, and then Mary. What Mary has a booth since September. Also takes items to consignment shops. I try that, but a lot of my consignment shops are strictly for clothing, and
Mhm.
I'd rather consign hard goods, heavy breakables, stuff that I wouldn't like to ship. Clothing is the easiest thing to ship, really, so I don't mind, shipping that. But
Mhm.
okay, so what do you see, like, as far as, I guess, transition into that for yourself, like, in the next couple years? Are there any like new endeavors or any other adventures that you're wanting to try or start out in or test out, or is this kind of your one for now, and then you'll see
I,
if you have anything in mind?
I really want to get my resellers permit, work on that so I can, because I still love clothes. That still would be my number one. I love fashion. I love earrings and trendy things. So I'm going to get my resellers permit and just try to do some wholesale, buy some clothing, and maybe get me a Shopify store like that, and go from there. So that's my next goal, is to try that out.
I like clothing and stuff a lot. I know I'm going. I don't know, chat, if we're going in and out. We are on StreamYard, but on
Yes, a
YouTube
little
it might
lag.
just be a little laggy. So sorry. Yeah, I'm not. I'm watching it on YouTube, kind of on my phone, but sorry, it's a little bit of a working progress. Oh, who
Yeah,
came?
we'll
So
work
Patty came
through
in
it.
here. Yeah, I know. And then I'm like, I'm still so dark. The whole lighting situation. I got the ring light, and it's still dark. So I think I'm just gonna have to get another phone. Nikki is in here also. Hello, Nikki.
What's
Thank
up,
you so much for
Nikki
joining us.
and
Oh,
Ella?
Nikki, spam in the comments. I love when you do that, Nikki. So don't let anybody deter you from that. Okay, she said it's just, maybe it's just on our side then, Regina. But
Okay, good.
so okay, a fun question, a little bit of a fun question. If you could do, or not like do, but if you could be a natural like gift to do anything, like just good with your hands, good, of course you can sing, but like a different instrument, or like skateboarding or something to where you were just naturally gifted, what would you like to do? What's something that you would love to do, but maybe just don't naturally have a gift for it or a talent for
Oh,
it?
yes. I would love to dance. My dancing is horrible. I can keep a beat. I can only dance if it's choreographed, but just naturally dance and get out there and move is horrible. The music
I'm
just
the
move, I just move wrong, all wrong.
That could be, as long as you have fun though. I mean, I
Yeah,
could be the best dancer by myself, but yeah, out in the real world, it's, maybe a couple of dance classes would be better.
yes, I love to see dancing, live dancing. I actually I actually used to do Martin dance, and I was very
Okay.
good at that. I took ballet. It's called Martin dance, Martin ballet. But they had the hip hop side. I could never do the hip hop, and I always envied them because they had those moves, and I couldn't catch on. So
Well, because of your music background and, singing and rapping, the piano and everything, I really assumed, like, I could picture you out there in your MC Hammer pants and just like moving. I really could. So I was a little surprised by that answer.
yes, I cannot dance. I can do the two step. That's about it.
Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate it, man. That I can't even talk about this auction challenge. So I don't know, Regina. I know you commented on my video. Thank you, but this auction challenge has been a time consuming to say the least. But it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. So what does your family really think about like your career with reselling, with making money, doing the side hustling besides your, because what is your part, you have a part-time or no, a full-time job, right?
I
You
do.
work full-time.
I
Okay.
do.
So you work full-time. What do you do? When do you work? Is it a set schedule? What kind of schedule does that look like?
So I am a social worker. I've been a social worker now for, I have to think, 22 years. So
Okay.
that's what I work with, pediatric led, just providing education to children who has lead poisoning. We have a lot of children that's exposed to lead, and I just go out and provide education and make sure that they're doing their follow-ups. I do a lot of things that has to do with public health, making sure that the community um, is safe.
Okay.
And
Now,
it's a traditional job. It's a 8 to 5 job, 8:30 to 5.
but that kind of keeps like the days a little bit random, right? Because you never know what kind of case you're gonna get, or what kind of situation is gonna occur. So, do you enjoy it?
I really do. I love helping people and
That's
being a
good.
resource for people. So that's what I like doing. So I feel like it's like a ministry for me to be able to give and help the community and find resources that's helpful for people.
That's good. So, for anybody who doesn't know, well, let me say hi, Misha. Hello, thank you for joining in.
Hi, Misha.
Appreciate it. Hello. Okay, so anybody who maybe doesn't know, Regina does she does a lot. She's got a lot of things on her plate. You want to give a little bit of a background, for all of the hobbies, the jobs, the tasks that you kind of have on probably like a monthly basis.
Yes, my day is pretty busy. I do the part-time reselling. Uh, I'm also a musician for my church, so I'm at church every Sunday. I get up at 4:30 in the morning so I can make time for my reselling. If I need to take pictures, if I need to cook dinner, so I try to do that early in the morning. So when I come home, I can focus on my daughter because do have a daughter. She's 10 years old and she's a handful. She's the only child and it's hard. People may say, oh, you have one child, that's easy. But when they're the only child, you have to be the mom and the parent. I mean, you have to be the mom and the friend. You have to be a friend to them. You have to play and entertain them. So that's difficult. So, and all the things you have to do to run a household and trying to fit thrift shopping and running an antique booth is very time consuming. And now I have ventured into getting back to my fitness because I used to be heavily into weightlifting and I made a lot of gains, but when the pandemic came, I don't know what happened. I just lost my momentum.
That's a perfect segue. That's kind of what I was trying to lead into, because you made a post recently on Instagram. And I didn't know that. I know that you're a little health conscious about the stuff that you eat and just try and always make smarter choices. But as far as in the gym, I saw you doing a squat machine, and I was like, look
Yeah.
at Regina. She was like working out. So
Yes.
what made that happen? Or did you just naturally always like to just work out? Or like what was it that really brought that on? Was that a passion, or is it a passion?
It's a passion. I've always been an athlete. Like
Okay.
in every sport I can pretty much play it. I played my main sport was volleyball and
Okay.
track. I should have kept doing track. I probably would have had a whole lot of money, but I didn't want it. I love volleyball so much, and that's what I went to college on was a scholarship for volleyball. And I was
Nice.
just always in the gym, and it just stayed with me to stay working out. And one of my goals is to maybe do a fitness competition one day. It's still on the back
Yes.
burner. I don't know how I'm gonna fit it in, but it's something that I want to do just for myself. Even if I'm
You should.
56 years, if I'm 56 years old, I'm gonna get into that
I think
fitness competition
there would probably be a lot
one
of
day.
people on board to join, to help. Like, I'd be one for sure. Like, let's do it. What do you need? I'll help you. Let's get it choreographed or something. But I know, like, on your own, with other people, like in person and stuff, that's sometimes a little bit more fun because you get to be right there next to the person versus like doing
Yeah,
virtual. But with the virtual, a lot of things have become a little bit easier, a little bit more mainstream now, to where it would be easy to get a virtual class going, or even just some sort of challenge, like with percentage loss or body fat, or strength gain, percentage
yeah.
strength gain, something like that would be a whole lot of fun. So you should. I think that's a really good idea. I mean, if it's nothing like in the near future, or definitely a good idea, I'm on board with that.
Yes, I'm trying to fit it in. I do push-ups every day. and I do a lot of calisthenics where I use my body weight as resistance. I do a lot of squats and push-ups and jumping jacks. So I don't go to the gym. I just do it in my house, and I just try to do at least 10 to 20 minutes a day. So that's my
See,
goal.
resistance training is, I think it's very underrated. It is, because I used to, like, I went to the gym for a long time, and
Yeah,
I was
I'm
just
your
preaching.
teacher too.
I was starting to look like a man. I would walk in the gym, and I would have one friend there. They said, "Put your shoulders down. Quit putting your shoulders." I said, "I can't help it. It's just natural." So for me, I had to really take a step back, because I wasn't trying to look that kind of fit. I still wanted to look a little girly and feminine. So the balance was hard, but I found resistance training, and I don't want to say like for women, but I think resistance training is a really good way to build on muscle, to really still strength
Yes.
train, but lose the fat, lose like whatever you kind of fat you want to lose, or percentage or stuff like that, without like getting bulky. And that
Yes.
was a struggle for me, but I kept increasing my weight, so I thought I was doing good. And I was like, okay, I look over, and the guys have less weight than I do, and I was like, that kind of looks a little bad. So yeah.
My husband told me one time I was working out so much and my butt was so hard. He was like, I can't deal with a hard butt. I just can't deal with that. You're going to have to stay at the gym or something because you're just too hard now. I do not want to be feeling on hard butt. So it will happen.
Oh, Regina, we can take this. We can take this whole nother conversation. Steve, hello, welcome. Say hi to a couple people. We're gonna kind of wrap this up. I could have Regina here all night, I think. Luis, thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate you. Cameron came in here a minute ago. There we go. Cameron, hello. Thank you so much for joining. Lauren, hi, Lauren. Welcome. Thank you so much. We're going to wrap this up a little bit. Now, without really taking away from Regina, because she is the star, I appreciate you so much for coming on and having a fun talk. I mean, I really could. I feel like I only got through half of my question.
Okay.
But I want to do a giveaway. So I'm going to do it for the people who are in here now. I'll probably do something else, but I recently hit 500 subscribers. I've been really excited about that. So I want to do like an official 500 subscriber giveaway, but I thought this was a great time to celebrate Regina and to just also do a little bit of the thank you so much for all of my subscribers for subscribing to me and supporting me.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, oh, look who just came in. You heard giveaway.
Derek,
Hey.
what's up, bruh?
Hello, Derek. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so Regina and I are each going to ask a question, and it's going to be something about Regina. So either we mentioned it here in the chat, or any Regina fans will just know. So the very first winner, so this one, whoever answers Regina's question correct, the first one, I'm doing a $10 Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts gift card for any of you Dunkin' lovers out there. So $10 Starbucks gift card, and you'll just message me on Instagram. And then when we do the second giveaway, is going to be for a $20 Amazon gift card. So the same person can't win, but I don't want that to deter you from please answering, because it's just kind of whoever's first. But two different winners. I just wanted to do Amazon a little bit more to give you a little bit more room. So Regina, do you have a question ready?
I do have a question.
Okay, so chat.
How old is my daughter? Anybody can tell me how old is my little girl?
I think anybody who knows but didn't catch it or hear, they could have some good guesses too, because you have shoulder making eggs, and we got some.
Who was the first one?
On my end, it's Rescue and Resell Renee.
10. Yes, she's 10 years old.
rescue and resell Renee. Man, Renee, you are a champ with this. Like, you got speedy fingers. Renee,
Renee,
congratulations. Good job. Good job. So, Renee, you already know on Instagram. So just DM me your email and I'll email. Just tell me whichever one you want. I think if it's Duncan, I have to mail it to you. But whichever one you want, let me know. We had a lot of people, though, Regina, paying attention or who just knew.
they
Some that
did.
were really close. Some that were just, yeah, they probably didn't catch it at the beginning or whatnot. But good job, guys.
Good job.
Renee said, or I listen.
Congrats, Renee.
Congratulations, congratulations. Okay. My question, I don't know. Let me see. I'll ask this one. Let me see if anybody will know this. I don't know. Derek might be the only one, unless he just, forgets, those Virgos, right? Uh, so this question is with Regina regarding her daughter. We'll do a follow-up on that. Her daughter, she mentioned this kind of a few months ago, asked for a sibling. So she wanted another sibling, and Regina said it's not going to happen. But instead, Regina offered what? What did she offer her daughter instead of a sibling? Derek said he's going to be fair. So if anybody knows this one, I'll give a little hint in a minute because it's kind of a tricky. It's a very specific question. I'm kind of curious.
I see it.
I see it too.
Wow.
Patty was in that chat. Patty was in that chat, right? Girl, hustle. You got it. Congratulations.
Got it.
I was really wondering.
Derek said cocaine.
I like to. I don't think so. That would get a little too hyped. Look, Misha knew too, though. Misha knew. Well, congratulations, Misha. You know what I'm gonna do, Patty? You already follow me on Instagram. I know you're not on there a whole lot, but just message me your email. I'll send you that $20 Amazon gift card. Misha, do you have Instagram? I don't know if you're on there or not, but that was really close, and the fact that you knew it was really good. So I still want to send you, I'm going to do a $10 Starbucks gift card for you as well. So $10 if you have Instagram. If not, comment down below, not in the chat, but on the comment section, what your email address is, and I'll email it to you that way. Yeah, congratulations, you two. What did Patty say?
Congrats, Misha.
She's seen it in the video first, yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Okay, so I promised Regina about 45 minutes, kind of no more than an hour. I like to get in and out on the lives. I think I'm so scared that my Wi-Fi is just going to blow up and everything's going to be ruined. Paul, hello. Thank you for coming in. So we're going to kind of close this out. Regina, is there anything else like you want to say? Is there anything like coming up that you're excited about that you want to share? I know that you do on your hump days, Wednesday hump days, you kind of say, just a little bit of a goodbye statement. But if anything at all, like if you just want to say anything, share anything, promote anything, feel free.
Okay. I just want to thank everybody as usual for all the support. Thank you all for supporting myself and Derek on Hump Day Hangout. Continue to come out every Wednesday. You all know we do the show. We alternate on each other's channels. It's that on every Wednesday. Just come out and support and hang out. And I want to thank you, Jennifer, for having me on the show. I really enjoyed it. I was
Thank you.
Yeah, you caught me off guard when you asked me. I was like, yes, sure.
Derek was getting too much attention. I said, man, I need to bring Regina out here. What is going on? I mean, of course, like you're pretty busy, but yes, I really wanted to. And I figured if I was going to bug you to ask you a bunch of questions for my personal gain, then why not, share it with others? So I'm very excited. I'm very glad that you came on. We'll have to do this again. I'm not going to make it really a thing of doing interviews or whatnot, but every now and then when it fits, I think it works perfect, especially when I feel like there's a lot of love to share.
Yes, I've had so much fun.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much. Oh, Regina's link, if you're not following her, I think most of you are, but if you're not, or if you're watching this later, I've gained a few new subscribers, so thank you so much. If you don't know who Regina is, if you're, just new to my channel, her link is going to be in the description. Go ahead, follow her there. I meant to update your Instagram link, but I probably will after this. I'll go in there and edit and put your Instagram in there and everything. So she's definitely a ball of sunshine. We could be here all day talking how much I love Regina. We're going to end it for now. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Thank you guys. Have a great night.